and Rick. Thanks for sending in your electric bill. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, these 12 months from November to October. 1831 is the beginning to 990 at the end, and I've entered that 1831 and all the data through 990 in there. And then I took the price for your electric bill over here, the 131 for 990, and I typed in this bill is $131 for the 990. So what that shows us is that the cost per kilowatt you're paying is about 13.3. So with that information, that tells us that you're used to paying 131 for 990 kilowatts, but in these bigger months in the winter, November, December, your average bill on the for the whole year, if we add this all up and divide by 12, is $259. So our no-cost program that you probably saw on Facebook is we want to keep you paying around that much. But right now, I always ask folks, do you own your house? And they usually say yes. And I say, do you own your car? And they usually say yes. I say, do you own your furniture or do you lease it from Rent-A-Center? They laugh and say, we own our furniture. I say, well, do you own your power or do you rent that monthly? And they look at me kind of funny, and of course we all rent our power because we haven't had a chance to buy our own power production facility and put it on the roof or out in the backyard. So they say no. And then are you getting equity for every single payment you're making? $131 for last month, $259 is your average bill every single month. And they say, well, no, we're not getting any equity. Well, of course not. I said, how would you've told me that you're an owner of your house, you own your car, you own your furniture, but how would you like to own your power? How would you like to get equity every time you make a payment? Yes, please. That's normally what most people say. So what we want to do is right now you got some red, you rent your power and you're not getting any equity. We'd like you to own your power and get equity, and we'd like your power bill, if we break it up to be part solar and part power, then we know that at a certain point you're going to pay this thing off. If you can pay cash, but normally in year 21 your loan pays off. So just versus just comparing doing nothing to going solar is what we'll end up with. But let's kind of break through this real quick, try and do a short, brief, and powerful one presentation for you. So right now, if we add up all your months, they add up to a monthly usage of 23,000 kilowatts. Basically our new 12-month production for for $259 worth of a system of what you're used to paying. Now we can get you owning it, having equity, and having a point in time where the bill goes to zero here. And for the same amount of money using our zero down loan, having the government give you $15,000 of a tax credit. We'll have to go through that if you qualify at a more extended appointment. But what you would do is we'd be able to offset your electric usage with your own solar panel on your house for about 84%. So that's what it would come out to. Payment would still be what you're paying, $259, and that would be locked in every month. So you wouldn't have these really high months where you're having October, November, December for you. November, December, and January, February are the big months where you have this $400 or $500 bill. But the average would be $259, and we can lock that in for 20 years with our 20-year loan at 5.99%. The monthly payment's $364. You have 16 months to get the tax credit, so they'll only charge you $255 during that period of time, because I know you're going to file for your taxes. You have 2 tax periods to file for it, and then drop that into the loan. So you'll really only have an ongoing loan at the refinance point of at 16 months it reamortizes. So you have 35 left at 5.99. Monthly payment will be the same as what you're paying. Okay, and that'll get you 46 panels up on your property. So for you, the break even is quite amazing. Usually it's 10 to 15 years for most folks. But for you guys, one of the best deals I've seen. Your monthly, if you do nothing, your monthly payment will go up at about 4.5%. It's actually 6, but I'm just being extra generous. Click on this. We'll see the article here in Ohio. The electric bills have been going up 33% over 5 years. 5 goes into 36.6 times. So it's actually gone up 6.6% every year. But I'm only going to use an ascension of 4.5. Well, why would I do this? Because nobody really takes a look at this. So let's look at every one. The first year, if you do nothing, just keep paying, renting your power, pay $259. We're a little more over here at $283. But you get 5 years out, and the bill for doing nothing it's gone up to $309, and we're cheaper. So and then you start saving money. You're in the black, so to speak. The end of 25 years, you've saved $57,000. So in a nutshell, over the next 25 years, the cost of doing nothing, you'll end up paying AEP $138,000. But if you go with us and get a system, the net cost is $35,000. You'll have to pay some solar payment. Some power. It'll be mostly a solar payment, but you'll have a little trickle of power at night. We're only covering 84% of it. We want to be able to pull power at night when it's dark. And plus all the extra power we create during the day, those will be credits. And we want to pull power so we can burn those credits. So you'll have a bidirectional meter, and it won't spin forward even when you're pulling from AEP until you burn through all the credits you make, if you make extra during the day more than you use. Okay, so basically now versus new is over here. So if you do nothing, your payment goes up at least 4.5% a year. If you go solar, we lock in the payment and it never changes, and you have a little bit of power. Now that power that you pull, that still goes up in price. Okay? So we're going to see basically here at the black, your break even starts happening somewhere right in here, where you would have been paying $309 a month, and now we're less expensive. At year 10, you would be paying $385 a month, and we're less expensive. At the 15-year mark, $480 is more expensive. We're $324. And you can leave this power system to your kids, you know. But anyways, at the 20-year mark, it's up to about $600 from AEP, and we're only going to be half price basically. So that's real savings. And then the next year, the most exciting part, if you pay the minimum payments the whole time, and at the 20-year mark, it pays off. A lot of people like to pay it off real quick in year 5, or just pay cash for their system. But this is based on you using the financing, which is 0% down up here, 0% down, 100% financed, and the government gives you this 30% tax credit. As long as you have taxes withheld, you get a check back. If you are an investor and have rental properties and you never send any tax money in, it is a dollar for dollar credit you can use when calculating your taxes. So it's good either way. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. But what out here, now all of a sudden, when your payment with AEP would have been $625, now it's only $93 when you pay it off, which doesn't have to be 20 years out, but this is a worst case scenario. So at the end of the day, just comparing payments, you'll save, instead of paying $138,000, you only pay $81,000. So that's a savings of $57,000. So basically, in a nutshell, over the next 25 years, if you do nothing, you'll pay $138,000 here. Cost of our system is, the net is $35, because the loan to build it will be $50, but we'll get you, or the government will give you $15,000, so you really only have a net of $35. Okay, so $35 for the system plus remaining power that you have to pay of $21 here. These two together are $57,000. $57,000 subtracted from 138, which is, if you just did nothing today, 138, you would save $80,000. But wait, there's more. You do get home equity. So this money that you're paying towards these, it's instantly home equity when we screw them into your joist in the roof. So you have 80 plus 50. Now you have a net savings proposition of about 131,000. And you can depreciate them. That's another value I had to put in. So that's in a nutshell. Just wanted to let you know what that looks like. But we'd love to get you going. Instead of you're all orange, you're paying for all power now. We like to make it, we'd like to offset that by about 84% with solar. Okay? So sorry you couldn't, I know you scheduled this morning and then canceled within 30 minutes, but I want to at least get this video to you because there's way too much savings to not get you back on the calendar. So my goal for this video would be for you to call back with a date we can come out and meet with you. Okay, this week or next week? Thanks, bye.